welcome back to We Don't Care Gamers. We just started Windrose, and I've done a couple of playthroughs. I love this game, and I wanted to create a video log for the things I've learned so far in this early access release. So step one is basically as soon as you land, start picking up everything, all the wood, all the stone, and everything off the beach. And what we're going to do, did we get a good island? Let's take a look. It's not the best one, but it has potential. So the first thing we're being asked to do, let's hit J over on the right hand side, telling us what to do. How my shore adventure began. It's already on tracking for us, and light the bonfire is the first objective. So we're going to hit B, and we needed 5 wood. We just picked it up off the beach, and this is very important. You want to try to set your bonfire on your starting base as close to the right area as not. You can see the perimeter that it covers, so this is pretty good, pretty far. We'll probably put some farmland up there eventually. We're going to build out on the coast there after we take apart that broken ship there for its resources. So yeah, I think I'm going to go right here, and there we go. We have gotten started. So it's telling us to hit B again, and we're going to do that, and it's asking us to, let's see here, a cooking pot. So we're going to hit B again. We're going to right click, cooking fire. We need more wood, so we're going to go around and collect wood and stone so we can do a cooking fire and a workbench. Can we do a workbench? No, we need more wood. So that's what we're going to do, and then I'll be right back. As we're gathering, I want you to notice you can barely see it underneath the tutorial stuff there, but there is a stamina donut. You can see as I'm using up stamina, it's going down. You'll also notice in the lower right, I've got over 3 minutes of rest left, and look how fast that goes up when you have rest. If that rest goes away in the next 3+ minutes, that donut goes up a lot slower. Let's grab some food. One of the first things you do, you look up in the trees, see coconuts. If you face the tree, hey, that's a coconut palm. Let's just go ahead and press E. We get some coconuts that are there, and you can see there on my hot bar at number 5. I'm going to eat it, and now I've got a little bit more health. So what I try to do is look for the coconut trees and pick up as many coconuts as possible, because that's going to be your first food. All right, and then we can't cut down the other ones until we get an axe, so we're just going to keep going around and picking up wood. We're not going to kill that dodo for its eggs and meat yet. We can't break up the ships, which you're going to want to do all the ships on this island, because you want to get the wood and the nails. So as soon as we get close to the bonfire, our rest comes all the way up to full. You can see that it's all green and full, and then it just becomes kind of a rinse and repeat thing. All right, we got some starting resources, so let's hit B. Let's right click. It's asking us to do a cooking fire. We're just going to put one right here next to our bonfire. We did that. We hit B again, right click, and it's asking us to put down a workbench. You can rotate with, I'm on PC, so middle mouse button. We're going to put that down. And then it's asking us to hit E. Let's see here. We need to build a tent first. So there's a tent. We've got that now. But I need some more plant fiber. I have 2 or 3 there. I can barely see that. So we're going to get that and put down a tent, which is the next objective. All right, so we got a little bit of fiber there in us, and we're going to hit B again, and we're just going to plop a tent right here. And then what you want to do, you see that if you hit E, set revival point. Tents are going to be your friend when you're out and about where you're fighting, especially when you're far away from your bonfire, your base. And yeah, if you die, this is where you're going to respawn. So you want to use those out in the world. Soon we'll build a bed get kind of a base going, and we will use the bed for a respawn point, build tents out in the world. All right, if we look over on the right, it says hit J for new quest updates and journals. So we're hitting J, and let's see your journal. It's telling us to kill a boar and obtain its hide. So we got a boar nearby. Let's see. I want to see if I can right click here and make a simple storage. So we'll just put some storage here. Can I make another one? I'll make 2 of those. And if I right click on the closed scallop shells, I open those, and if you get lucky, you can make pearl bullets. They really aren't worth it, but you know, you can make them. We're going to put these items, put the stone in there. I want to always keep wood and fiber in my backpack, and I want to keep food. I'm just going to put that right here for now. Put it anywhere in hotbar so you can eat your food, keep your health up. You can see the lower left, the food is about 33% left. And yeah, so let's go out and find ourselves a boar. Sun is going to set in the west, and it is going to rise in the east. So the sun's going down. And let's see if we can kill a boar before it gets too dark. Now, be really careful. I want to be safe and just eat any food that I have, because we have a boar nearby. As soon as we get a pickaxe, we can get this clay. Where'd that boar go? There it is, right. Ooh, there's 2. There's a 3 and there's a 2 armor one. You're going to end up pulling both of them, which is probably not cool. Now, I have my sprint on mouse button 5. You put your buttons anywhere, but you're going to want to fight. And then you want, see if I don't have any mana, I can't sprint. So fight, back off. All right, so learn how to do that, because we're gonna try to dodge these. So let's see if I can get lucky and pull just one. Ooh, is there 3? There's 2 sows and then the boar. So I got both of them. So you can go out and eventually they'll stop, and like that. And I would not waste your bullets if you load this simple gun here. You're just wasting gunpowder, which is not cool. All right, so swing, back off. Oh, my stamina. Swing, back off, back off. Ooh, swing, back off. All right, maybe I want to be more careful here. All right, swing, back off. Oh, Lord, this is taking a while. Oh, I'm gonna die. All right, get your stamina up. And oh, you see you stunned it. One time I thought I stunned it, and yeah. Oh, there we go, we killed the boar. And it just had only one to deal with. We need to get another weapon. So key discovery, rough hide, woohoo! All right, so we need to get a better weapon. That thing sucks. So a lot of times what I do when I'm starting and I got this much done before I go kill the boar, if we head up the beach here, let's go ahead and hit map. You'll notice now we have some objectives that are here. We're going to this first undiscovered place. And it is a wrecked ship. It has some loot, which is going to be a bell, and it has a chest on it, which is going to be a random weapon. Hopefully we get something good. A lot of times I'll start the game early, and if I don't get a good weapon, I prefer to have like a saber or rapier. If I don't get those, I'll actually restart and just rinse and repeat. So here's the ship. You can see in the mini map we're on it, and there we get a bell. Fast travel bell. These are so awesome. We're gonna get our first one, and we need to make more. You get 10 that you can place around the world. First one, of course, is gonna be our base. And we have a chest. What do we get? Halbert's not too bad. It's better than a club, in my opinion. So there we go. And it gives us the quest, 15 men on a dead man's beach. That's a pretty tough quest that we will not do until later. But now we've got a much better weapon that has some reach on it. So it's two-hander. You can't use your gun, pistol, which is pretty bad anyway, so I don't care. And plus I don't want to waste my gunpowder because, yeah, we may find some before we have the ability to make powder as we're going along, but yeah, I want to save that till I have a better ranged weapon, a better gun. All right, so we're gonna head back to camp. We're gonna put some things away and look for the next part, which is telling us over on the right, G. So G, what do we have? So we discovered a fast travel bell. Let's hit next. We were able to make a sailor's backpack. Very nice. Some armor. And plus we get the ability to make an armor and clothing workshop. Let's hit next. Ooh, we got a lantern, which is pretty nice. And then there's no more, so we're gonna hit escape. Let's go to adventure. All right, so in challenges, we killed a boar, and the challenge is to kill 40. So we got 39 more to go. Let's go to journal, and then here's our objective. So we have 2 quests here, and in our objectives on the one we're tracking, craft new boots. So, yep, it's getting dark, and I want to build a small base so I can put a bed, and I can sleep through the night and make it morning. So let's do that next. All right, one of the things you want to do is make a couple of small storage baskets, and then we don't need the broken sword anymore, and as I stated, I'm not going to be using the pistol, so I have more hotbar space. So I can put my lantern here. I'm going to keep my bell on. We're going to use that in just a moment, as long as we have enough wood. And yeah, so what's really cool is that our chests are like magic chests in Enshrouded, so you don't have to make a magic chest. It senses you have the inventory as long as you're near that chest, that storage area, so that you can craft things. So down here, it says that we can make coarse fabric. You're going to want to start making that as quickly as possible. Let's just make 10. You want to make rope because we're going to need that for a couple of things. So let's just, I can only make 2, so that's fine. Make sure you take all. You can hit F for this button right here. And we can make stone bullets, but again, we can't make gunpowder. What we want to make, because we made the coarse fabric and rope, is a torn sailcloth bag for additional storage. So let's go ahead and make that. Another thing we want to try to make, if we have the resources, is we want to make a stone axe, and we want to make a pickaxe. So it paid off to be picking up all that stuff. Now, another thing we want to make, and it looks like I can make 8. You see that it's available because I have the resources. Take torn cloth. You want to make bandages. Please make bandages. I'm going to make all of them I can. And then we're going to take all. All right, and then I'm going to go to the bag here. I like my bandages over here, like my axe here. In fact, I'm going to put my axe here, my pickaxe here. I don't need rope in my hotbar, but I need food in my hotbar. So I have 2 hotbar space that will fill as I'm picking up new stuff that's not already in my inventory. So maybe no, I don't want to put the bell there. We're just going to put the rope away in this bag. Yeah, we got room there. And yeah, you want to make sure you're doing that. So let me put down a bed so I can sleep and turn it daytime. It's a beautiful night, sound of the water, and there are, not yet, but soon, you start to see something called the drowned. They're like the zombies, the undead in this game. You can see there's one right there. They come out at night and they go away in the day. So if you wake up early in the morning, they're still going to be around. If you want to fight them for resources, go for it. Otherwise, yeah, I stay away from them at the beginning of the game. All right, we're going to need a bed, and that needs a roof. So let's just hit B and right click, and let's just put down some flooring here. Just anywhere, doesn't matter. This is going to get destroyed anyways. Just a 2x3, it should be fine. We're gonna go to pillars. Let's just do something like this. Make it too high. What's really cool is if you hold the mouse button, we'll show you that in a moment. Right click, we're gonna go to roofs. And this is the only angle that I have to play with. If you hold the mouse button, you see that? You can drag and drop and start to put a roof on, which is pretty sweet. So we're just going to build an enclosure like that. Then we're going to go to beds, and we have enough materials to set down a bed. Let's just do something like that. And then, yeah, let's sleep. Hit Q. And then we're going to hit E and set this as our respawn point, take that fire down. So here comes the morning. And there, we're just going to hit Q. And it is morning time. Hello, I need a cup of coffee. All right, now we're ready to start getting back out. And we want to break all of these ships for wood and nails. You see that? We're getting some nails. So get stamina and break. Stone axe till we get a copper axe. Goes really slow. So I'm going to break this up. And yeah, there we go. We got a good enough base to get started. Our next objective is to go around the island and gather wood and nails and other things for resources. And then we're ready to start doing these objectives, these undiscovered places, all right? So we're focused on, we need to make new boots. You see this over on the right? So we need to make new boots. It'll zoom right in where we are. And to do that, let's see, do we have enough resources? We go to crafting and utilities. We can now make armor and cloth workshop. So I need more coarse fabric. It looks like I need 9 more. Let's see here, let's go here. And coarse fabric, and I need 9 more. Let's just go ahead and make an even 10. There we go, and then I'm going to hit B again. Remember the last item I was on, which was the armor and workshop. We're just going to put this here. It needs a roof, I believe, and it's asking us to make boots. And we need to kill more boars for rough hide, and we need some more coarse fabric here. So I'm going to work on killing some boars and getting some rough hide so we can do the next objective in our quest line. Let's look over the right. It's telling us hit tab, go to curious, and we got a note we picked up at the boat. Let's go ahead and read it and put it in our journal. And then go to discovery. Now we can make bacon and eggs, pretty nice, and spicy breaded kebab for strength. Vitality is what I'm going to be going for. No next. This is because we killed a dodo. We got a dodo egg. Triggered that. Let's go to adventures. And because we killed a dodo, no, we have to kill a blue one to start that challenge, all right? So just telling us we've got a note, we applied to our journal, and yeah, now we've got that done. The right side is clear. Tells us what quest we're on, how my shore adventure began. So, and it says right there, new boots. So pretty nice the way, if you read the UI, the GUI rather, yeah, you're able to move around and get things going in the tutorial as quickly as possible. So let me start breaking these ships up, going around the island, and then getting back here for some discovered objectives. All right, before we head out, let's make some food. So you see I can make 1 bacon and egg. I can make 6 boiled crab. If you look over on the right, bacon and eggs gives us +5 vitality, and then boiled crab only gives us health. So the +5 vitality would be better, but I need more food. Skewered meat, so I can make 6 of these and only 1 of these. Both of them look like they're the same benefits. And then dodo broth, same thing, right? So I'd prefer to make bacon and eggs to get the vitality, but I'm going to go with what I have the most of because I've been picking up crabs off the shore. And I am going to hold the mouse button, and you see you can drag it, get your numbers up really quick, or you could use the plus or minus sign to adjust the number, or you can simply type what you want, which is sometimes the fastest thing to do. All right, so we're going to craft that. We're going to take it, and we're going to make sure that's in our inventory. So I'm going to do something like that. Now I have one open hotbar space, and we want to set down a travel bell. There's no hurry on that because until we get our little dinghy boat, you know, it's not going to be worth it. So we'll hold off on that, and we're going to put our travel bell near the shore. Right here, we're going to build our dock and then eventually our main base right here. All right, but let's get traveling and resource farming. Here's another big tip I wish I would have known when we got started, and that if I hit B, and you notice I've got rest EXP, and if I go outside of this boundary here and start burning stamina, right here, am I out yet? Am I out yet? See that? I got 6 minutes, 20 seconds or something like that. So I got something chasing me. See that little, hey, hey, hey. Wasn't paying attention. All right, darn dodo. Corpse recovery, got my stuff back. And I picked up an egg. But we had 6 minutes, our stamina's going down within our bonfire. Stamina, rest bar goes back up and stamina goes up much faster. So the tip is if I hit B, right click, go to decorations, you want to start putting down one unique of each. So seating, table, shelf, right? Wardrobe, and then anything else that you can afford to build, like a fire. So what we can do is we're going to make our floor a little wider. All right, so floor, we're just going to put in a very simple 4. Remember, we're going to, and I'm out of resources. So get the resources, we're going to right click, what can I build? Decorations, I need a lot more plant fiber. Put this down, you can see there, +1 comfort, +1 comfort, +1 comfort, +1 comfort, and then same goes down, +1 comfort. So it's based off of unique. So I'll try to show the number, but if you look at your bonfire right here, we're gonna hit B, E rather, and we're gonna go to camp info. It says right now our current comfort rating is 2, and we want to get that up as high as we can. All right, so we're going to work on that as we go out and start exploring, and hopefully no more dying. All right, took down the tent, set this as my revival point just by hitting E. It tells you over there revival point's already set. I put down a seat. It's all I can afford right now. We're going to hit E again. We're going to go to camp info, and look at that. It's up to 3 now. Whoopee. So we're going to gather more resources, build in some comfort. Didn't say I needed a roof, so that was kind of cool to put down some comfort items and get that rest up. And then if I go outside of the area here, right here, you can see over 7, almost 8 minutes now. Whoopee! So, yep, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go around this island of the beach, go around the perimeter here, and gather as much resources as we can carry. All right, we're doing pretty good here. Look at how much rest we got, less than a minute. We've gotten some more pearl bullets, who cares? And we've gotten some pretty good supply, a lot of wood here. Only a little bit of fiber. Killed a dodo, but while you have your rest going and you can spawn or refresh your stamina donut, you want to head back to the base as quickly as possible, because look how fast that comes up, and when that timer runs out, yeah, that's not going to go up as fast. So run, 10 seconds left, 10 seconds left. Let's get it up there. There we go. Still picking up stuff as we're going. And there it's gone. Now look how slow it comes up. So probably shouldn't have gone so far away from the base, but we've been picking up some good stuff. So you can set another bonfire out there and set it up where your stamina will regen. And we'll try to cover some of that through this series, this playthrough. right? So now it comes back up, and yeah, we're ready to make some boots. Are we ready to make some boots here? I need to make some fiber, and I need to kill some boars. So no, we're not ready to make boots. All right, be very, very quiet. Oh, we're hunting boar. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is right there. Only one. So pull, stamina up, food good. Back up. Swing, back up. Swing, batter, back. Oh, got two out, got him killed. Woohoo! Was that a stamina? And we got some more. We have some clay here. We have a pickaxe. So let's grab and discover. There we go. Discovered clay. Clay is going to be really important. Let me get my stamina up. Clay is going to be really important for making lots of different things, especially in alchemy. Yeah, making the containers that you're going to put your potions in once you can start doing all of that. Right, so let's get some clay. Let's see if we can make our boots. All right, we're back to our camp. It's telling us to hit G, and yeah, we got some clay so that we can make the containers, clay bottles for your potions and so on. Let's hit next. We picked up some sweet potatoes when we were killing the boars. We found their little hideout, and now we can make hearty egg broth for 10 agility, and we can make coconut soup for 5 agility. 15 minutes. 30 minutes on this one if we have the resources to do that. So let's hit J again, go to adventure. So in challenges, we've got 3 of the dodos, the blue ones, and now we have 4 of the boars, the sows, if you will. So boars are a little more dangerous than the sows. I found that out the hard way. Yeah, so let's make some boots. Make some boots, survivor boots here. We need to make some coarse fabric. We're going to do that over here. And I got a lot of fiber, so we're going to make 10 just to do that because I need fiber for expanding my little hut here. All right, so let's go ahead and craft these boots. Let's take them. And there we go. We'll update the action there. We're going to hit J again. We're going to, of course, put these on in a moment. And the next thing is mine copper ore at the nearest cave. And the nearest cave, we go to the map here, is right here. So this one's 15 men on a dead man's chest. This quest we are going to do last when we're much stronger. It's a pretty hard one for beginner. And yeah, we're going to go here and get some kappa. So I want to, what time is it here? It's starting to set. We got plenty of time here. So let's hit tab. Let's put our boots on. Don't destroy your old weapons or gear, because as soon as we can afford to make the dismantler, this one right here, which we need copper ingots for, we can start turning our old stuff into resources. All right, so don't destroy anything. Just put it away for safekeeping until we have a dismantler. All right, it is morning, and now we're going to go do copper. I went out and got more resources so I could make the full armor set, survivor armor set. Died a couple of times to the boars, so I really need to get that up. Also, friend dropped by, and yeah, I got my saber. It's level 1B scaling, and it gave me a pistol, but I really can't use it. Again, these bullets are really not worth it. Till we make copper, this is a waste of time, but thanked him very much for giving me that. It's good to have friends on the server, right? Let's see here. Of course, you could take your high-level character and bring stuff over, but I didn't want to do that. But Petey showed up, and yeah, we're heading towards copper. Let's do that. Tired of dying. All right, dodo. I need more dodo. Need more food. Ooh, don't. This is still not that. I'm still squishy. All right. Did I make enough bandages? Let's eat coconut, and I'm still good on my other food. And bandages. Always have plenty of those on you. All right, so we're looking at the mini map. We're heading this way. It tells us that's where our objective is. Oh, where are you? A boar. 3 armor, no star. I need as much of this hide as I can get. Okay, 1, 2, back away. 1, 2, back away, back away. Barely. I need to get this. As soon as I get copper, I can. Whoa! Whoa! Back away, back away. Oh! Down, yeah. More rough hide. Very nice. Okay, let's keep going. Copper. So one of the tips is that when you see the icon, and right now that is over the top of it, you can't see it, but on the tip of the pickaxe there, this is usually where the entrance is. So just a little tip there. We'll see that better when we remove that. Complete the getting the copper. So you want to make sure when you're coming in here, you have plenty of wood and maybe fiber, but wood is key. And the reason for that is that we can put down torches. We're going to put down a torch right here. You could set a bonfire, which is pretty cool here, and I'll see whether they haven't patched it out yet. To get your stamina back up, because you're going to be losing stamina. You're going to be using a lot of stamina for mining the copper. So what I do is put torches in here as far as we can, like, I don't know, right here, there's copper. All right, and then right here, we're gonna have to break this wall. There's more copper back there. Then in here, there is right about here, lots of copper. So you put torches down, light up, you don't have to waste your lantern and deal with that. And you can navigate the cave, right, where you're going to be mining. So let's mine some copper. All right, and there we go. We have completed that objective, but then we got some copper. There we go, this key discovery, copper ore. Yeah, and now we just need to go through this cave and mine and carry as much as we can. So I really need to make the larger backpack, but can't right now. The reason we put this here is that we can put our stone in here, give us more, let's sort our back, give us more space for copper ore, right? And you can put away other things, because our key here is to walk out with as much copper ore as we can to start mining. All right, our bag are full. We have leaving a little stone behind here. We're going to leave up all our lights, and don't worry about this. I got to come back and do more copper, but I'm full, and I need some stone when we get back there. But you can leave these up, and the copper will still respawn in about 6 hours. So you can go do other stuff and come back, and that should be respawn. So I have a full backpack, which I don't like having. We're heading to the south, right, back to our base. And we can see all of these clay points on the tutorial island. So we can go out and get a lot more clay as we're going. So that's pretty cool. I didn't see that or remember seeing that in my last. And I'm not sure whether it's just a tutorial island, but we want to get as much clay as we can. Hopefully I killed all the boars and dodos, so I'm not going to get attacked as we're headed back to the base. So we are going to be getting all of that clay. I'm not boring you online, don't need that in the video log. We will do that all offline. All right, so base is a little bit bigger. We got comfort up to 8, so we got more rest, and very nice. So one of the things that happens when you get copper ore is Dr. Galen. This is a guy we saw when we first started the game, and he's talking to us. And let me dump off some stuff. So Q, and I've got that sort. So we have some of that to do. Let's talk to Dr. Galen.
Captain.
So go through the content. How'd you end up here? Go through the content. All right, make yourself comfortable. You're welcoming them into your base. And this is what we're looking for right here. Any ideas on how to get out of here? And he is going to give us a dinghy. Look at that, rescuing the crew, we get that. And just go through the dialogue. What I'm going to do is go out and hit K. We get a boat. This is for traveling, and what's really cool about this is we're going to set up our bell, and we're able to actually go from our boat. If we hit M, I don't have any bells up yet, but you can teleport anywhere you want to. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's set up our bell. We're going to do that right off the shore here. I am going to put a couple of pillars down, something like these piers, not pillars, something like this. Yeah, right in the middle, right here. So here, jump up here, something like this, and then cut out the middle, and then right click, utilities, bell, and there we go. Now, if we go anywhere on the island, we just hit K, pop our dinghy, hit M, there's our bell. And you can see all your bells that you'll have throughout the world, and you can have up to 10, and you teleport right to it, which is very, very nice. All right, so what we want to do is hit B, and we're going to go down. We're going to make a kiln, and I am going to put the kiln temporarily just right here. Then I am going to make a smelter. I really don't need this right now because I need charcoal. And for charcoal, I'm going to hit E here. I need lots of wood. So what we're going to do is, I don't know, maybe use half my wood because I don't want to use all of it. But I want to use, I want to get enough charcoal going. There we go, 167 in the brewery right here, and we're making charcoal, and we need charcoal for all of our ingots to convert them to all of our ore to convert them to ingots. So yeah, let's get the charcoal first. As far as the ingots go, I'm going to end the ore. I am going to right click, I'm going to put a very simple storage. I got plenty of nails now. I don't know, maybe right here in the middle. And let's put one in, hit X, and put the remainder in. So between the charcoal and materials, this will be the storage box for providing all of that. All right, so let's get some ingots going. While we're waiting for the ingots, Galen's going to be walking around. We've given him seating. He'll actually sleep in your bed, which is sometimes frustrating. But as soon as you put your bed upstairs, your survivors can't get to him, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to hit G, and it's going to tell us what we've unlocked and what we've done, and there's no next. That's it. Then we're going to go to adventures, and we have 2 new quests: rescuing the crew. We can track that. Need a bigger boat, and all of that is going to take us off the island to the south. So again, all of the maps are procedurally generated, so they're not the same everywhere. So sometimes you're off to the south, sometimes you're off to the, can we see it? Yeah, right here, off to the south. That's where we're going to be going. You can see another landmass over there. So yeah, the maps, there's no point in the video log to show the map and how we get to places. That's not what we're going to be doing. All right, let's see what else says. Kate, we just did that. To set your dinghy, you get in your dinghy, you can launch that anywhere you are in the world, and you can get to any one of your bell transports. And again, we get up to 10, we just have 1 now, so we have 9 left. What else we got here? J, what else? Adventures, journal, update. So we're smelting the ingots, so we're going to complete that objective. Let's see here, we get charcoal. Let's take that. Now we can smelt. How many? 6. Only needs 1. There we go. We'll wait for that to get the next objective done. All right, while we're waiting for that, don't forget to refill our lamp. It's pretty low. What is it? It's at 22%. You just need some fat from the bores. And there we go. So that's filled up, ready to go. Do we have an ingot yet? We've got 2. And there we go. Objective unlocked. Very nice. Let's hit G first. And yeah, we can make copper axe, copper pickaxe. We're going to need a shovel for one of the objectives to dig up a treasure. We can upgrade our cooking station and our workbench. So we can make these. We can make a saber, but a friend brought me one. So pretty cool. I need to level it. Let's see here. Weaponsmith, we can make that. That's going to be really key. What do I need to make a weaponsmith? Right click, crafting utilities. I need more copper ingots. All right, so we're going to do that. What do I need here? Copper ingots. What do I need here? Copper ingots. So a lot of cap. I need to get back over to that mine and get more copper. All right, we've been busy mining a lot of copper. You wait a few hours and you get more copper. So we're good on copper. We made a weapons workbench. We're able to craft recipes for any weapon we found. So the saber a friend gave me, and same with the pistol. And let's see here. We're level 1. I'm not going to invest into this yet, but I got my saber up to level 5, so we upgraded that. And yeah, we're ready to go to the next quest, which is not 15 men. Actually, we need to do the undiscovered areas before we do that quest. So this was a question mark. We went by it, so we have 3 things we need to do there. Then discover this. We have 2 things we need to do here. We need a shovel for that last one that I just talked about. Shovel, 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 shovel. And I've got plenty of copper for that now. So now we have a shovel. What else? Ooh, can we make this? Yes, we can. Sailor backpack. And we needed to have a torn sail. So let's go here and let's take it. Let's make sure we take it. All right, and it auto loads it for us. So now we picked up some slots, very nice. Can't wait to get some jewelry, crank up my stats. Okay, now we're ready to go and do some of this other stuff. So I am gonna put my shovel here, and let's see here. What's closest? Oh, let's just head north. Again, we'll do 15 men on a dead man's chest last. We're going to head up to the ancient ruins here for 50 EXP and some healing herbs. And then we'll come over to this one, and then we'll come back down there. And I still didn't finish going around the island, but in this playthrough, I'm in a hurry. So let's get over to that area. All right, we have arrived to our first checkpoint here. And what I do is I go around and reconnoiter, do some reconnaissance. Can I pull just one? Back up, back up. Get him before he does that, because that hurts. All right, cool. What the next one? Don't want all of them, I just want one of them. How about you? How about? Back up before he does that. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go through. That is a boar. Can I pull just that? How many are in there? Ooh. There's a few in there. Yeah. So we're going to go over here, see if we can just pull one. I'll take anything I can get. Get out of here. All right, cool, cool. Back up. Back up. Oh, shoot, that hurt. Got one. Coolio. Looks like a wall here to break down. Bring on a pickaxe, dilapidated wall. And there we go. Very nice. Plans, leaf roofs. Cool. Use all the upgrades I can get. Some tradables. Sell once we get over to the traders. So that's one more here, I think. This is pickaxe. To the debris. And all right, simple bed with headboard. Very nice. And some more tradables. See, these can be sold to the smugglers. All right, cool. So we'll take that. Then what we're going to do is hit G. And we got peppers on the way over, so now we can craft spicy chicken. So that's nice. What's next? Healing herbs we got from here, so now we can make healing potions. Once we get an alchemy, very nice, very nice. We have one more, so that was 2 out of 3. One more. Let's see here we go. All right, more tradables, and I get some. Ooh, I need this. So we're gonna go here, because I'd rather have the bandages down here and the healing potion up here, because one slower, and I can get out, right click, and get to it. Hopefully before not dying, but we'll see. We'll organize our hotbar as we're going forward. All right, so green check mark in the mini map on this objective. Let's get over to the next one. And on this island, it's gonna be right here. All right, we've arrived at the next one. We go around, do some reconnaissance. I think we got birdies in this one. Yeah, cool, that's gonna get that adventure count up. Ooh, that's a star one. Can I just pull you? Looks like I got a couple. Where are you going? Back off, back off. Back off, back off. Stamina up. Back off. Everyone down? Everyone down? Okay, cool. It's getting dark. Ooh, there are 3 over here. Okay, who's angry? All of them. All right, let's not have trees in the way. This me. Oh shoot, stamina, stamina. I don't want to use my old potion. Food's running low, oh boy. One more down. You missed me. Oh, stamina. Okay, cool. All right, let's eat some food. Need better food. Let's bandage up. One of those dodo eggs. Anything else they drop? So did we get everyone? All right, so we got one thing here. Very nice. All right. And, ooh, eggs, grab those. And we've got to break those vines here. Come on, break, 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 break. Ooh, this is one where we go down here. Do I have wood? Maybe enough. Maybe enough. So, let's see here. All right, turn around, turn around, turn around. I'm going to turn, set that right there. All right, sort out. I might use my weapon with these silly pearl things. That don't do any damage. See that? Two swings. Get over here, get my stamina up. Back up. All right, cool. Cool. Got another discovery. Those are down. All right. Ooh, what is this? Increase Pierce. I'm not using Pierce. Oh, bummer. Bummer. Well, at least we got one ring. And I think, there we go. Green check mark. We're done with this one. Let's just go and look. So it automatically puts this in. I'm not using Pierce, so really not going to do me any favor. I am slash. My pistol does pierce, so it's not a complete waste, but I'm not really using the pistol, especially with the silly pearl things. All right, bullets. All right, take care of that. Get my resources back. I don't plan on being back here. All right, cool. On to the next objective. Let's turn night. I'm going to ding in the next one. Let's get over to drop off this inventory. So that means we're going to head off to the west, find some water, set our boat down, and travel back over. So let's get a weapon out just in case. Pick up everything. Let's turn in night. We got some crabs. We got a drowned right there because it's nighttime. And here we go. Love this idea. Very nice. And then we're going to go back to our base. Yeah, I got a necklace. That looks nice. All right, cool. We're going to empty our bags. I need to get inventory management set up. I need to move from these baskets to wood crates. Probably going to put wood crates lined up right here because this is all going to be built out as the main base. This is all temporary. So wood crates you want to keep kind of close together, so you just go down the line and hit Q and it'll auto load things for you. All right, so when I get these that I can sell to smugglers, I pretty much just set, whoa, that's kind of close. You gonna shoot me? That's interesting. All right, that scared me. We might as well put a crate down since we can make these now. And if you want to, you can right click. We're gonna call this a treasure. Why not? Actually, it's trade. Trade with the smugglers. So something like that if you want to. It's kind of limited. So smugglers, sell this, sell this, sell this. And then, yeah, that's it. That way all we got to do is walk up every time we come back and have those resources and hit Q and auto load that stuff in. So let me clear out my bags, get ready for the next part. Plus I'm going to make it morning. I'm going to sleep, get some rest. All right, it is morning and we're going to head over to our last thing before we do the last quest. And that's right over here, Traveler's Camp, and that's right this direction. All right, we have arrived. Our camp's over there. We came over this island. Peninsula is what it is because it is connected. And we're going to do the chest. We got some more reading material. Twist to fancy. All right, cool. And cool, we got another homeward journey. I can use all those I can get. Let's go to Curio. So we've got a couple things to read that we picked up. These are going to have crafting on them. So learn, and then these notes we just got. Had the journal, go over to discovery. We killed something that gave us undead essence, drowned or whatever. The undead that were down there in that crypt. We got a healing potion, which is going to be great. And that's all we got there. Adventure. Library, so 1 out of 7 on the traveler's notes, and blurry sketch of the island we've already talked about. All right, so now we got 1 out of 2, and what the story is telling you, the notes, if you read it, it hints that there's something buried. So I got a bowl right there, but you see this tree right here? It's got a red ribbon or cloth around it. Yeah. All right, and it's guarded by, wow, 4 armor, 1-star boar. All right, so what we want to do is we don't want to pull everything. So what we're going to do is aggro this one. Oh, I got 2. Oh, I didn't eat my food. Oh, you see that? You guys. Potion. Potion. That didn't hardly give me any health at all. Bandage. Yeah. Heal up, buddy. One down. So, if you can't take everything, run away. Because a lot of times you're going to be training. Get my stamina back up. All right, cool. Yeah, we didn't want the big boar and those coming at us. So here's another sow. Back off, back off. Get stamina up. There we go. All right, cool. Come on, come on. Let's see here. Where'd you go? There it is. All right, I am going to go around just to make sure there are no more boars. I thought I killed all the boars that were out here. There was a bunch of them right here. Sweet. Oh, I hear one. So they do respawn. It has been a while. So boar. Back off. All right. Oh, he had a twofer. Oh, back off, back off. Stamina up. Come on, one more. You're down. You're down. All right, let's see here. How are we doing on food? So we're going to eat that. We are going to move bandages, I think right here. All right, and we are going to bandage up. 4. There we go. And I think we're ready to take on the big boar. The big boar, which is, usually I throw down a marker. I'll lose track. This one's pretty easy to find and see, so I think we're okay. Also, drop down a tent in case you die, you know, because we got to run. We're going to respawn over at our camp there. But I'm feeling a little cocky here, so I can do this. We're going to kite it and hopefully trickle it down. This is just tickles them. See that? Just tickles them. All right, here it comes. Back off. Stamina. Back up. Don't get too carried away there. Stamina. Back up. Back up. No. Stamina. He's almost down. All right, cool. Now be careful. I've died a couple of times. You stun them and they'll go down. Oh, I killed it, right? And they'll get up on it and then they'll put a tusk in you and kill you instantly. Let's see here. So right here, what we want to do, you don't have to clear this up. We're going to go over to our shovel. So we're going to hit 8. That's where our shovel is on the hotbar. You see this other bar, you've got Z and X. We need to go to dig. So it's on weapon. I don't know why you use shovel as a weapon. I guess if you didn't have anything, we're going to go to dig. So later on, we'll use raise and flatten when we're building stuff, but we're dig. So when it turns this color, it means you can dig. All right, and what we're going to be doing is digging and looking for that. That means there's a treasure there. So there it is. There it is. Now, this one has more gunpowder and potions in it, which is awesome. But level 2. But when I got to, and when we get to 10 mans, see when you're deep like this, let me go back to weapon. And we'll show you when we get to the other quest, Dead Man's Chest. You don't want to dig too deep in a hole you can't get out of, because I was opening the chest there and a bunch of mobs spawn automatically when you do that. So kind of like 7 Days to Die when you're digging up and you get in the hole and yeah, you got a bunch of mobs around you ready to kill you. All right, something like that. All right, for those that play 7 Days to Die. And yeah, we're level 2. Let's check that out. All right, so we're gonna hit tab. Progression is lit up. Let's go to it. We have 4 points to spend, and we are going to put it 3 into vitality and 1 into endurance. Or you can go 2 and 2, but focus on, in the beginning, vitality, life, and stamina, increases stamina. You can always reset. I have gone 2 and 2 at the start, but this time I'm going to get my vitality up and play around with it. And if I change my mind, I'll go back and set that. All right. Then make sure you hit confirm, otherwise you're wasting your time, and that's no longer lit up. Now this first level, we don't get any talent points, right? But so the next level, we start getting talent points. So very nice. All right, cool. We are level 2. Yeah, very nice, level 2. And now we're going to go and do 15-minute Dead Man's Chest. I die so many times on this one. So we're going to hit J. We're going to select it. We're already tracking it, all right? And these are going to be our rewards. So I'll see you there. We're going to go back to camp and turn everything in, and then get ready, make sure we've got potions. We're going to set up a tent over there because we do plan on dying. And so we're close to where we're going to be doing the fight. See you there. All right, we are on the final stretch of the tutorial island. We're getting ready to go do 15 men on a dead man's chest. Now, you want to make sure you're prepared for this. Number 1, when we get over there, make sure you've got the resources to make a tent. And set it as a respawn point in case you die, all right? Make sure you've got the best food you could possibly make. So this is bacon and eggs, and this is, I can only make 10 vitality spicy chicken. So then this is temporary. I got coconut on me just to keep up a temporary buff on health. And yeah, okay. I think we're ready to go. We got everything that we need, and we're going to start heading towards this marker right here. So I'll see you there. All right, we have arrived. You're looking for these skeletons that are laying on the ground in a circle, and that means we're going to dig right in the middle of this circle. And so I'm just going to go ahead and clear everything just to show the hole. So let's go to bring up our shovel here, 8, put it X to put it on dig, and about the middle right here. Don't dig too deep, right? You want to be able to get out of the hole, right? Don't open that yet. We're not ready. What we're going to do is do some reconnaissance, make sure we don't pick up any ads. You don't want boars around you, causing you all sorts of problems. So we want to put down a tent. All right. We want to go ahead and set it as a revival point. So this is where we're going to spawn if and when we die. All right. It's good to move things, trip hazards, things that can block you, because most likely we are going to be coming this way. So I like to keep the trees up. I used to cut everything down in the path I was going to fight, but they throw stones and stuff. You get behind the trees and it can block it. So what we want to do is just go around the perimeter and look for anything, any ads, any blue birdies, any sows or boars, pigs, that kind of thing. So, so far so good. I think we got everything. So yeah, you don't want any ads. You're running away from these things as soon as they spawn. You're going to be pulling them and kiting them and trying to kill them one at a time. Be careful, because they're a pain. They are really, really, really a pain. All right, so I think we're ready. There's our hole. Oh, let me get a drink of water, and then yeah. Okay, we've got over 10 minutes left on our rest. Let's go ahead and eat our Best food that we have, so we're gonna eat the spicy chicken. There we go. Look at all that vitality we picked up. And then our bacon and eggs. So, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Why am I nervous? Right? Stupid bullets. Darn it. I wish I had better. Okay, here we go. So you're going to select it. You can read through the storyline. It's going to give you a warning here. Open the chest. Then it's going to start talking about, oh, crap's going to happen. And there we go. We're off to the races. So here they come. They throw stones and stuff. Hopefully, okay, see that stone coming at us? There's another one. Hopefully we can just pull one. Now, one of the things that they did here is if you go too far, they'll despawn and reset, which can be a pain. So you get behind the trees. Oh, ow. Don't get surrounded or you die. All right, we popped here. Corpse recovery is over here. Oh, we got a blue birdie right there. I'm going to need to eat the only food that I have now. All right, but we got a couple of them down. My rest, my stamina is not up. So let's try something here. Right, B, bonfire, and I don't have the resources that are on my body. All right, let's see here. Where's my corpse? It's way over here. Where'd they go? All right, cool. So, yeah, I gotta launch them again. Where is my? It's right. Look for a glowy thing. There it is. All right, cool. Back over to my tent. Let's set a bonfire. Resting. There we go. See that rest circle come around. Now we have our stamina back. All right. So plus we got a flag where our tent is. Okay. Oh boy. That was terrible. Potion 6. Bandages. Okay. Ready, set, go. All right. How many we got? Look at that. Look how much damage it does. 6. Stamina up. I mean, if all of them throw a punch at you, yeah. Come on, stamina. Don't miss me. I don't want to say no, you want to kiss me. All right, come on, buddy. Back up. Close. There we go. Stamina up. All right, one more. Ooh, you're a tough one, aren't you? Ooh, back up. Okay, stamina up. All right. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. One of these times I'm going to do that without dying. All right. Good thing we're not on hard mode. We're on default normal mode. Okay. Back up to the chest. What do we got? There we go. It's done. EXP, and we picked up our reward. Silver ingots and guinea. Nice. That's our currency when we get to the traders. Alrighty. So, yeah. Now we're done. Officially done with Tutorial Island. And offline, I'll go around discover the rest of this. But we got to go this way for, I need a bigger boat. That's where we're going to get our ship. And start rescuing our crew for our ship. And that's what we're going to be doing in the next episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this campfire and all this, get back over to my base, and get ready for the next episode. Alrighty then, until that next episode, happy gaming!